All right, guys, we're here at the Smoothie King Center. I'm Shamit. This is Mason. We're with the Bourbon Street Shots. We're going to be previewing the game and giving you general Pelicans talk. Mason, what are your thoughts on tonight's game? We have a couple interesting things. Gentry's choosing to stick with Etuan Moore as our starting small forward. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering if they would think about switching it up, go with Darius Miller tonight after the game he had a couple nights ago. And he's just been hot recently, but I think Gentry doesn't like to shake things up too much. We saw how long he went with Dante Cunningham, so I think this is what he wants to go with for now, and hopefully it keeps working.
I agree. I mean, the Spurs are starting Kyle Anderson, who's not the most athletic player. He's crafty. I think Etuan matches up well with that. Anderson's not an explosive scorer or an athlete. I think we're in pretty good hands there. I think one of the most interesting things we should look out for is the big-on-big matchups. Spurs are a pretty big team. They're going to be rolling out LaMarcus Aldridge and Pau Gasol, where we have AD and Boogie. How do you think they're going to match up?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I remember that Boogie is going to be a little hungry because he got tossed in the third quarter of last game, so he'll have some fresh legs, and that's going to be important, especially considering AD played 43, 44 minutes 2 nights ago, and so obviously there's a day off in between, which is nice, but I mean, Boogie's going to have to cover for him a little bit, hopefully play a few more minutes for Boogie and a few less minutes for AD, but it's going to be a real fun matchup. A lot of firepower, a lot of star talent, even though one guy for the Spurs, Pau Gasol, is on the back end of his career, still some pretty fun talent out there.
I agree. The Spurs are a very heady team. They play very smart basketball, so the Pelicans are definitely going to have to be on their toes watching what they do. I think one of the things to look out for, I think I tweeted about this, is the Pelicans cross-matching the two bigs. I think Anthony Davis matches up very well with Pau Gasol on defense, but on the flip side, I don't think Pau Gasol has a chance in hell to defend AD. So, and likewise, DeMarcus might be looking to use his size to overpower Aldridge in the post. So we'll see how that works out. Just want to look ahead to the next few games. Our starting lineup is really small in the perimeter, and we are going to be facing bigger teams there like Golden State. Do you think this lineup trend continues, especially as we try to match up with Durant and Klay Thompson?
I think it does. I think Gentry's going to realize, what are you going to do against Golden State? Especially second half of a back-to-back, I think he's going to be much more focused on the Phoenix Suns and making sure you get that wing. So that's a must-have. Phoenix has not been great. They're actually playing a Milwaukee Bucks team without Giannis tonight. So hopefully that'll stay competitive for a long time, and then the Suns aren't getting blown out. I mean, not that any of their players should really be particularly scary, but I think that's when we got to get. And then when you get to Golden State, just do what you can, compete for as long as you can, and cross your fingers, hope for the best.
I agree. You just got to get the wins you're supposed to get, and winning in the Oracle is a good idea, but you do what you can, try to get the big some rest, early rest of those games. That should be interesting to look for. I think looking ahead and looking around the rest of the NBA, the Celtics are hot right now. Wow, what do you think's happening there?
I think you're going to see some regression soon. They're a good team. They're playing like a top 5 NBA team right now. All the numbers support it. They're playing great team basketball. But I mean, and they do actually face a bunch of kind of cupcakes coming up. So it may keep coming, but it can only go for so long. I mean, I still see them as one of the top teams in the East, but they're not going to have the best record in the NBA for a long time. So I'm much more interested in the meantime with all the teams around the Pelicans right now. Injuries are happening, and not to us, which is a foreign concept, and obviously you never want to.
You better knock on wood.
Fuck, nothing around here, but I'll find somewhere. But I mean, you never root for injuries, but you're so used to seeing it for the Pelicans. It's really, really nice to see mostly Solomon Hill's a big piece, but a mostly healthy Pelican squad when the teams around them are starting to crumble a little bit, at least temporarily. So hopefully the Pelicans can capitalize, even though it's a tough schedule coming up.
Yeah, it's definitely a war of attrition. Paul Millsap was announced to be out 2 to 3 months. Patrick Beverley is out for the rest of the season. The Utah Jazz just lost Rudy Gobert. So it's been rough out there in the West, and the Pelicans have surprisingly held up, as Mason said. Hopefully that continues to happen. Hopefully during this stretch, while the Pelicans are relatively healthy, they can put some distance between them and the somewhat of the bottom feeding or the middle tier Western Conference teams. Because if you look at the standings, the Lakers are the 8th seed at the moment. That's how bad it is in the West at the moment. And they're playing Lonzo Ball like 18 million minutes. Like, he's been bad. So that's going to be interesting to watch. So I'm excited for this game coming up. I think should be a great matchup, and thank you for tuning in with Bourbon Street Shots. This is Shamit, Mason. We're signing off. Thank you.